What's up, YouTube? I'm Brett,
I'm Lance.
and this is Rants Are Us.
As always, please remember to subscribe, like, comment, and share.
That's what happens after a long day.
It's like, hot.
You. All right, today we're going to be talking about...
Who's the better protagonist, Newt Scamander or Harry Potter?
I would say Newt Scamander.
I completely disagree. Polar opposites on this one. At least Harry Potter, I could understand what he was saying.
True, I will give you that. Okay, this is why I say Newt Scamander. It's because I feel like Newt Scamander is actually facing a bigger threat than yes, believe it or not. I kind of feel like Grindelwald is a bigger overall threat than Voldemort. Voldemort's grand plan was to attack a school.
You got me there a little bit.
Like
I ain't gonna lie.
I mean, Grindelwald at least had national implications.
But Voldemort's deal wasn't just to attack the school. He took over the Ministry of Magic first.
Oh, wow. He destroyed the Ministry of Magic.
That's their whole government.
That's their whole government that they built up and was literally nothing.
I disagree with you. I completely disagree with you.
Okay, now this you actually do have to explain to me. Why do you think that the Ministry of Magic was something? Kids broke into the Ministry of Magic, dude. Are you kidding me? Like, kids broke into it. They're like it's being all this security and things like that. Kids broke into it. There was no one there.
I didn't understand. I will give you this. I didn't understand how it was so easy for a group of kids to break into the Ministry of Magic and Order the Phoenix, but yet it was hard for Hermione, Harry, and Ron to all three do it in Deathly Hallows.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like the Ministry of Magic, they made them out to be these gigantic, force.
Granted, nobody from the Ministry of Magic was there when they broke into it. It was the Death Eaters showed up, but the Ministry had all went home.
The Death Eaters even broke into it.
Well, that would make more sense than a bunch of 12-year-olds.
It would,
well, they were
but
like
it still
15
doesn't.
At that time.
But still, does that change anything?
Not much.
I feel like...
I still think Harry Potter's the better protagonist. That's the question.
I just feel like you couldn't just walk into the White House.
Harry Potter,
something along those lines.
To me, Harry Potter had a better story. I hate it.
Newt Scamander.
I hate those movies, period. I won't watch them. Like, I watched the first one, thought it was utter garbage. Saw part of the second one, thought it was utter garbage. At least I can watch the Harry Potter films.
Okay, let me tell you how I feel towards the Harry Potter films. I think the Harry Potter films are garbage. I think the books are great.
Okay, but you see, that's the thing. You wouldn't think those movies were garbage if I hadn't forced you to read the books.
Fair enough.
So I blame myself for that.
Yeah, okay. But even
I don't.
You even look at it. They look bad now. They don't make sense. Harry Potter's
and the Fantastic Beasts look good.
I feel like Newt Scamander isn't always.
I don't even know if you could call him a protagonist at this point. It's always the other guy that does everything. Granted, I will say. But then again, I guess with that argument, you could always say it's Hermione and Ron that does everything in the Harry Potter series.
He doesn't have. Not everyone has a Hermione and Ron.
But he has every creature known to mankind that can help him.
He has a fat guy that can't do anything. He has a woman that's a blissful idiot, and then he has another one that just kind of. I don't know. I
say Harry Potter.
Well, see, the reason why I say Newt Scamander is because Newt Scamander isn't just always causing problems. He's not bringing about anything. He is actually solving problems with it. He's taking on Grindelwald when other people aren't. He's not just waiting for Dumbledore to do it. He's doing it himself.
On Albus Dumbledore's orders.
On Albus, I will grant it that. But what I'm saying is
Albus can't do it himself because he was in love with him, I think.
I hate that storyline. And I'll tell you why I hate that storyline is because I feel like it undermines everything that Dumbledore was, because Dumbledore is making like, all these innocents are dying, but I'm not going to do this because of
he hadn't become the man he was in the Harry Potter series yet.
But now he
learned from these mistakes with the whole Grindelwald thing.
But see, there was a promise. There was that blood oath or whatever kind of thing that they did. That was supposedly the reason why.
The unbreakable vow?
Yeah.
Well, if he had broke that
or whatever
vow,
that was, died. Yeah, but I mean, it was that they made the excuse of that's the reason why he didn't.
Well, because if he had done it, he would have died.
But he should have maybe told somebody that instead of just made people think.
He eventually confronts him and puts Grindelwald in prison.
Yeah, but that's because Newt Scamander
fails.
Takes that. Oh. And gives it back to him. So, I mean, I kind of feel like, so no matter how you look at it, Newt Scamander is going to save the day on that. I feel like.
But if you look at it, he saved the
Harry Potter is the reason why Voldemort is back.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No.
How?
Mad-Eye Moody's the imposter Mad-Eye Moody's the reason Voldemort's back. Because Voldemort couldn't get his hands on Harry Potter if that guy hadn't changed the cup and put his name into the goblet. He didn't just go looking for Voldemort and bring Voldemort back.
He didn't, but if you think about it, he's the one, like, he just keeps going down this route of going against kind of what, at Hogwarts he had this protection. But then he just kind of, like, keeps, like, I'm going to take on this person, or I'm going to take on that person. I don't, and I'll tell you what. I know
you're not going to disagree with yourself.
Because sometimes I do disagree with myself.
No, you don't. You think you're always right.
Well, okay, it's like football season. I love the Cowboys, but then I'm like, do I really want to bet on them to win? So I'm like, I do disagree with myself from time to time. but either way, what I'm just saying is he wanted to take on Sirius Black. He wanted to take on that without, Hogwarts protection. He did all of these little things that ended up leading to Voldemort's return.
I don't care how old I am. If I find out that, and I'm told that this guy killed my parents, I would have took him on too.
And then you would have lived with him shortly after.
When he found out the truth, yeah. He never got to live with him.
I felt like that was such a weird thing. It's like, I know 5
maybe
minutes ago I was going to kill you.
Maybe
but
I'll
move in
instantly.
with you now.
I'll give you that. Maybe not instantly. But I doubt very many of our viewers are going to agree that Newt Scamander is the better protagonist.
I think a lot of people like those movies. I know I personally like. Now
they might like him, but I guarantee you they don't like him better than Harry Potter.
But see, is it nostalgia that's causing it?
No.
It's nostalgia causing
it's the story.
It's a story?
It's the story.
See, I personally like Grindelwald better than I do Voldemort.
He's a spin-off.
I feel like you're only as good as what your villain is. And I feel like Colin Farrell played a good Grindelwald from the very beginning. Yeah. I felt like Johnny Depp's done okay.
I'm talking about the story, not the who played the part better. Yeah, they messed up with Voldemort when they made
I think they did too. I think they had made him like in the books. I think it would have been a lot better.
That's what I'm saying. So story-wise, I would say hands down Harry Potter.
Story-wise? See, I know a lot of people didn't like the first Fantastic Beasts.
Maybe I didn't like the first one or the second one.
I actually liked the second one. Now the first one I was a little bit hesitant with.
The first one, it took me like 3 years to watch it. Every time I put it in, I fell asleep. Didn't matter what time of day it was.
Let's see, that's kind of the way. Now I'll admit I kind of enjoyed the Harry Potter movies before I read the books. Mm-hmm. I thought they were just good movies.
Well, I read the books before, but I still like the movies.
Mm-hmm. But overall,
I have them all on DVD right now. I still watch them. I won't watch these.
Overall, I feel like Newt Scamander has taken on a bigger threat. I feel like he's not been the root cause of any of the problems. I feel like yes, even though he's not the main character like he should be, I feel like he is still he's not hurt himself. Where I feel like Harry Potter was always regressing and then progressing and then regressing and then progressing.
I guess we're going to agree to disagree.
Yeah, fair enough. Let us know what y'all think, guys. I know there's probably going to be a lot of people that I'm going to be in the. I will agree with you. I will be in the minority probably, but I'm telling you, guys,
might be alone.
It's probably nostalgia.
I doubt it's nostalgia.
I think it is.
I doubt it.
Well, as always, guys, don't forget to like and share our videos. We're on the road to 1,000, so please be a part of it.
Leave comments and let us know who's right and who's wrong in this one.
Yeah, definitely do. Because I'm actually kind of curious to see if there's any, How many Harry Potter fans out there will maybe take my side on it?
Harry Potter fans? None. Fantastic Beasts fans? Maybe some.
Maybe some, you think?
Maybe some. We'll see.
I think a little both.
Y'all have a good day.
Take care, guys.